What is going on, guys? So today we are previewing Michigan football. If you guys have any other teams you want me to do in the future, just go ahead and comment them down below. But today we are starting it off with the 2023 Michigan Wolverines football team. So we'll see. Just kind of talk about the schedule and what's to be expected from Michigan this season. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So for Michigan, I mean, they got a lot of the same guys coming back. You got J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards as well, and a really good offensive line. Like they do have a really good offensive line and a great defense as well. Obviously, with Michigan football expectations, especially as we've seen the last couple of years, obviously making the college football playoffs back-to-back seasons, but failing to reach the national championship game in both of those appearances. This is the year Michigan probably feels like they should make a run at least to the national championship game, if not win the whole entire thing. That's kind of the expectation here for Michigan. It's the expectation for Michigan every year is to obviously have a really good football program, and obviously this year is no different. They lost to TCU in the college football playoff semifinals a year ago in a really good game. Some say they got screwed in that game at the end, but I guess we'll just never know, really. And then the year before, they lost to Georgia and got hammered by Georgia in the college football playoff semifinals. But Jim Harbaugh, not John, Jim Harbaugh finally has this team, in that direction that you want. Two straight college football playoff appearances, just not the result you want. Obviously, this year I think is the year it's kind of make or break. Can they make a run at least to the championship, and can they win a national championship this upcoming season? But first game they start off against East Carolina. East Carolina, it should be an automatic W. No, I mean, it's East Carolina and they're at home. So the first few games are pretty easy here for Michigan. They take on UNLV at home, automatic win. Bowling Green at home, automatic win, and then Rutgers should be a win. I mean, I don't see Rutgers going in there and winning that game. Rutgers themselves they struggle. Rutgers has been struggling, which has really surprised me. Rutgers. I'm just kind of surprised that Rutgers has struggled because they got their old coach back, but this video isn't about Rutgers; it's about Michigan. So W there for Michigan against Rutgers. They go on the road at Nebraska. Nebraska obviously hired Matt Rule, and Matt Rule, I think, will get that turned around to a nice 9 or 10 win football team, but maybe not this year. So that should be a W at Nebraska. And then at Minnesota should be a win. At Michigan State could be a tough game, but Michigan State had a down year. But it always could be a tough game, especially on the road, but they should win that game at Michigan State. Home against Purdue should be a win. At Penn State is a really, really good game. If Penn State lives up to the hype, usually Penn State really doesn't live up to the hype. Every year we say, oh, this is the year they make it to the college football playoff. They never really do. They never really do make it to the college football playoff. They usually lose a couple games along the way. But they could definitely beat Michigan, especially since it's at Penn State. But I do have Michigan coming away with a close win there. At Maryland is an interesting one as well, but they should come away with the win there. And then, of course, the big one, home against Ohio State, should come down to the wire. They could lose, they could win. It does kind of depend on Ohio State's quarterback situation, but Ohio State should be just fine, like in recent years they always are with the quarterback situation. I see them beating Ohio State, so that gives them a 12-0 record. The two games I'd say that Michigan could lose along the way, potentially. It could be both of them, could be one, could be none of them. The two games, is Penn State and Ohio State. Those are the two games on the schedule that I see are potential losses. Those are the only two I see, but I do have Michigan going 12-0, and I do have Michigan winning another Big Ten championship and making another appearance in the college football playoff. And I think they could very well go to the national championship. Just don't know if they could win it if they were to play like Georgia or Alabama or somebody like that. But it should be a very good season for Michigan. They got a lot returning. They got a lot to look forward to. So, yeah, tell me who you guys want me to do next. So yeah, I think these are fun to do. Your predictions are you always usually wrong, on most of them, but it's fun to do them. Kind of just look at the teams and kind of just look at what's returning, what's not. But yeah, that's about it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys next time.